Welcome to the Board Review with news about your county government. I'm your host, Tricia Bichette. Today you'll learn about County Commission actions from the May 19, 2020 board meeting. Polk County has a new building director. Benjamin Dunn was confirmed as the county's new building director Tuesday. Dunn's appointment is effective starting June 1st, and he will be paid about $110,000 a year. Dunn comes to Polk with about 20 years of experience in local government and agency experience in building permit administration, economic development, land use planning, transportation planning, zoning, development review, code enforcement, housing, and tourism. He was most recently the Development Services Department Director at Highland County Board of County Commissioners. The board approved a construction contract with Universal Contracting of Florida, LLC, to replace the roof on the Frank B. Smith building in East Bartow. The project will cover about 18,000 square feet of roof and is expected to cost about $288,750. Upgrades are coming to 37 lift stations around the county following an approval of a work order by the board Tuesday. Curry Controls Company was awarded a nearly $2 million contract to provide supervisory control and data acquisition upgrades for these lift stations. The modification to the lift stations will allow for improved remote communications and reduce the cost of maintaining obsolete equipment. The board approved an infrastructure agreement with Ernie Caldwell Properties, LLC, that will provide for the design, permitting, and construction of the utility main extensions in the Bowen Road corridor and the wastewater infrastructure improvements in the Ernie Caldwell Boulevard corridor. This agreement addresses the cost share for these utility improvements, along with the upsizing potable water and reclaimed water in the Ernie Caldwell Boulevard corridor to serve proposed and future development in the area. In a separately approved infrastructure agreement with AK Oakmont LLC, the company will be responsible for off-site potable water and reclaimed water main extensions in the Bowen Road corridor prior to a certificate of occupancy being issued for the project. A 3-year contract with Peace River Center for Personal Development, Inc. for outpatient behavioral health services that provides for on-site and telehealth to qualified low-income county residents was approved by the board. In its first year, the contract will not exceed $291,241. In the second and third years, the contract will not exceed $430,000 annually. A contract with Tri-County Human Services, Inc. for outpatient behavioral health services that provides for on-site and telehealth to qualified low-income county residents was approved by the board. In its first year, this contract will not exceed $422,045. In the second and third years, the contract will not exceed $700,000 annually. The board approved a $2 million agreement with Rivertown Diagnostics to provide COVID-19 antigen and antibody testing. The testing will focus on Polk's frontline workers and prioritize them for testing. The board also held several public hearings on a variety of items. Those items up for consideration included: the first public hearing was held, but no action was taken on a proposed Land Development Code text amendment to change a portion of Chapter 4 of the Northridge Selected Area Plan Development Design Standards and Requirements, along with density regulation tables in the Regional Activity Center, to remove the need for bonus points to achieve residential density in that designation and allow density in the residential medium to go below the base. The board voted not to transmit a proposed large-scale comprehensive plan amendment along the old Polk City Road area. The board transmitted a large-scale comprehensive plan amendment to change the future land use designation on about 80 acres from agricultural residential rural in the rural development area to residential low in the urban growth area. Well, that wraps up this edition of the Board Review. To keep current with programs and progress in the county, visit us online at polk-county.net or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We encourage you to watch us at the next scheduled board meeting at 9 a.m. Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020. I'm Tricia Pichette. Thanks for watching.